tragedy shows the cowardice and the weakness of the enemy.
I agree.
Ambassadors and country teams in the region that are dealing with this, that's kind of a long-winded way of saying I'm concerned.
"6,900 miles away in Kabul, it's General Nicholson's job to execute his boss's vision of how to stabilize Afghanistan. And on this day, General Nicholson is meeting with President Ashraf Ghani, something he often does. It comes on the heels of recent losses to the Afghan military.
I've known President Ghani for over a decade. I first met him when I was a colonel, and he was very committed to help us keep pressure on these terrorist groups. We're ready? Okay, thank you. Hello, Your Excellency.
How are you?
Thank you. Thank you for accommodating our visit. It's good to see you, Your Excellency.
It's very good to see you.
Sure, I thought I'd offer you an update on the situation. I wanted to convey our sympathies, Your Excellency, for the losses.
Well, thank you. This is the third officer's coffin that I'm carrying on my shoulder.
Yes, sir.
The attack was horrible, and it shows again that the enemy knows no limits, the number of innocent civilians.
Yes.
The tragedy shows the cowardice and the weakness of the enemy.
I agree.
And to be using a series of truck bombs. This technique is what we need to contain. We need to prepare for a different type of urban level of violence.
Yes, sir. We intend to keep pressure on the enemy, Mr. President, as we go into this. So I think we're well synced up with your security services, but we're going to watch it very closely. The Taliban cannot win in the face of this new policy, in the face of the Afghan commitment. We will apply pressure inside the country on their external sanctuaries and open the door for peace. And with this combination, I believe we are going to get to a peaceful conclusion in the next few years. Bottom line is it keeps America safe. It keeps the homes of our allies safe. The Taliban want to fight America. They want to bring the fight to our doorstep. By being here and working with those Afghan people that reject this kind of radical thinking, we are going to prevent them from doing so.
It's the boots on the ground that have to execute Nicholson's vision.
All right, bring it in for the brief. On the way, start with the orientation. I'll be the patrol leader. Gunny Whiteman will be APL. Objective 1, where we're going today for the classes, which is now the drill pad. Weather today, high to 97. Visibility is 7 miles. Probably looking at small arms, something like that, from some soldier with his rifle that's mad at Americans. The other kind of enemy we're going to face out there possibly is some sort of Taliban infiltration. So active Taliban members that infiltrate into the RMTC or someone influenced by the Taliban to conduct some sort of coordinated attack on us. You're gonna get checked on the way out by Gunny Whiteman, go condition 1 at the barrels, and then go to your VIX.
The day's mission for one group of the Marines is a trip just 300 yards from their secure area over to the Afghan-controlled side of the base. Because of the risk of infiltration by the Taliban, the Marines have to approach the trip like they're going into combat.
You have to treat this 3-block maneuver as if we're going to take contact, and we just have to be ready for it. To say that they'll never have our trust fully it's probably the wrong thing to say, but we're never going to let ourselves be vulnerable. Always on the alert, fully armed, and as well as kitted up, where you're observing everything. You're never a victim. You're always a hunter, not the